Dobry wieczór, kochani. Kontynuujemy dzisiaj Dragon Age'a. Nazywam się Pan Kablo i jemy sobie właśnie tosty z serem i szynką. Ostatnim razem skończyliśmy na początku w sumie gry. Musieliśmy lecieć, zapalić pochodnie, więc kontynuujemy od tego momentu. Sam sobie lampę zapalić. Dobra, lecimy z tym koksem. Takim pociskiem. Nie mam pojęcia.
They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
No dobrze. No dobra, lecimy do wieży. Załatwko. Ty jesteś magiem, tak? Lightning. Co się dalej dzieje? Leć tu. Ja lecę tu. Stara, lecimy dalej. Póki co to łatwo.
My blood.
I shall do it. Very well. It has begun.
Zbieramy pieniążki. Potka, fajnie. Kolejna potka. Pieniążki. Okej. Jezu, jakie dobre mi te tosty wyszły. Kolejna walka. Alistar. Użyjesz. Tak. Wujeczki. Panie magu. Pan użyje grunka. A ty
I am ready.
się przebije. sobie. Weźmiemy sobie kolejnego skillpa. Power. Dobra. Szybko poczekamy chwilę. Szybko regenerowało. Dobra. Lecimy. Widzę to pułapkę. Nie daj mi mnie. Dobra. Trzeba fajnie to rozegrać. Zaraz pomieramy. Tu już jest papki. Więc dlatego już tego mak. Tego. Dobra, teraz tak. Co tu się dzieje? Się z emisariuszem. Następnie to jest naprawdę ciężko. O, pardon, kochani.
It shall be done.
Muszę jeszcze odpowiedzieć znajomemu. Dobra. Powiedzieliśmy znajomemu. Kontynuujemy dalej naszą podróż. Jest naprawdę ciężko. Ja wyłączę ten freten. O, jeszcze się podrapać musiałem. Lecimy do przodu. Oho. Dobra. Od razu. To dawaj z tym łukiem po prawej. O kurwa, jednak nie. Nie. Panie mago, panie mago. Trochę ciężko może być, ale mam pomysł. I teraz. Pięknie. Jak się cofnie. Teraz. Użyję tutaj piątki. Buran, lecisz tutaj. Dobrze, ty go blokuj. I się tak dalej tu. Kurwa, zabili maga. Mamy sieć. Dobra, wszedł z tyłu. Zabili mnie. Ale dobra, to dopiero początek
I shall
gry.
do it. As you say.
Jezu. Czy ty możesz robić? Mógłbyś nam zrobić nawet potki niektóre, ale nie mamy flaszek. Niedobrze, kochani. Ty nie mógłbyś, ty też nie mógłbyś. Zalistar na pewno też nie może. Niedobrze, niedobrze. Ale dobra.
Very well.
Otwieramy skrzynię, lutujemy co popadnie, co w rączki wpadnie. Czyli stąd przybyli.
As you say.
Fiu. Niedobrze. Nie no, w sumie nie jest takie źle tu. Teraz zrobimy tak, ja ruszam tutaj. Ty, Alistarku, ruszysz tu. Na tego pana użyjesz piorunku. Okej. Ty użyjesz tego. Ty to zmień się w sumie na tę broń. Użyję. Super. Wesprzyj tutaj. Ty użyj double tapa. Zbieramy lód. Czekajcie, muszę dopiero znajomemu. Dobra, odpisane. Kontynuujemy dalej. Powierzę na szczyt.
Very well.
Latest breath.
Sobie puszczam.
What are these darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Good point. I need to stay focused. Kill first, ask questions later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Dobra. Lecimy dalej. Kurwa pułapka. Dobra, panie magu. Dawaj to tu. Ja lecę tutaj. Alistar, odpalaj shield standa. Ty weź łuk. Kurde, jest coraz więcej nawet. Dobra, leży. Skupienie tutaj. Loka, piąteczkę i leży. Pięknie. Alistar tutaj, Duran tutaj. Kontynuujemy ofensywę. Przypierdolenie piórkiem. Co utrzymujemy nacisk. Dobra. Się udało. Myślałem, że będzie to nasza zguba, kochani.
Very well.
To nie jest broń dark spawnów?
Shall be done.
Dobra, sekundę kochani, muszę sobie zalacie faję. Przepraszam kochani, ale jeszcze odpowiadam tu i tam.
It has begun.
Okej. Tutaj czyściutko. Kolejna walka. Weźmiemy, żeby mak nam buffa dał. To leć tu. ty lecisz tu. Pan Maknik. Właściwie nie, to tego. Nie. Strzałem. Nie no, nie.
It has begun.
Zabieramy co mają. Malachium. Jezu, pozabijali tych ludzi, podźgali. Dobra, trzecie piętro.
Loghain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. The king is depending on us.
No, zapiszemy grę. Gdzie te budki? A to my już mamy takie budki, tylko że mamy lepsze. A nie, te są lepsze, pardon. Warden Oath. Oczywiście, że miałem coś, co da mi więcej konstytucji.
Darkspawn and sentinels. As you
Lecimy. Ło. Silbasz. O, dobry wieczór, panie Ampersa. Dragon Age'a gramy. W sumie początek gry. Tutaj taki magiem. Je, pięknie, siadło. Alistar do przodu. Pięknie. Tower Guard leci do przodu, kontynuujemy na ofensywę. Dobra, ten nie żyje. Magnes przekupenie. I szybko rozwalić tego. Jak tam wieczór? O, cudownie rozegrane.
very well. As you say.
Dobra, zebrane co można było. To chyba... Tak, tu jest główne wejście, idziemy dalej. Dziś i jutro mam wolne. Jak tam w ogóle praca? W tej fabryce butelek szkła, szklanych butelek, co ja gadam, jakich butelek szkła? Dobrze? Pięknie, siadło. Panie magu. W sumie pomóż do tego. Tutaj. To jak tam praca właśnie? Dobrze tam jest, czy tak ciężko? Czy na razie tak luźno? Stosunkowo. Nie, ty to leć mu pomóc z tym rządokiem alfa. Overpower. O, pięknie poszło. Leży. Zachodzimy od flanki. Leży. Cudownie. Piękna masakracja.
Very well.
O, piesie. Chyba trochę za późno mój pomysł. Pewnie wcześniej. Fajna tarcza. Założymy ją. Dobra. Wchodzimy do pokoju. Od razu. Alistar. Ty zrobisz tutaj shield panel na tym. Ty to w sumie zmień się z powrotem na łuk. I użyjesz pinning shota na... O kurwa. Idzie tam gdzieś wleciała wypłata. Dobrze mieć 5 po lewej stronie, ale to długo nie potrwa, bo nie chcę tam robić na stałe. Trzeba wyjść się na jakiegoś księgowego czy kogoś innego. Powiem ci, że póki zima, to wiesz, lepiej przesiedzieć. Osobiście ja uważam. Potem można sobie... Ciekawa sytuacja się zaczyna tu dziać. Go. Dobra. Magii do końca roku tam będzie. Można szukać coś nowego. Ale jak piąteczka, to nie powiem, że źle. To jest bardzo dobra wypłata. A jak tam myślałeś z tymi maszynami CNC? Co tam ostatnio gadaliśmy? Czy na razie jeszcze tak nie za bardzo? Bardziej skupienie właśnie z tym samochodem. Tam chyba dobrze pamiętam, że mówiłeś. Czy już rozważałeś jakieś opcje? Dobra, potki zebrane. No to co, lecimy dalej. Tutaj pusto, a nie, jest skrzynia. Oho. Atakują. Jak jestem na okresie próbnym i tyle dostaję, to normalni pracownicy powinni pić Jacka Danielsa zamiast wody. No to na pewno, jeśli na okresie próbnym dostajesz tak z piąteczkę, to obstawiam, że już taki normalny robol dostaje koło 6. Bo to najczęściej jest taka przebita od tego tysiaka albo tak kilka stówek. Plus jeszcze zgaduję, że premię masz. Wpierw kupię samochód, a nie wykluczone, że potem zrobię kurs na CNC. Zrób sobie. Operatorzy CNC teraz dobrze zarabiają. Ja znajomego robi w fabryce na CNC, tylko nie, że on, wiesz, puszcza tylko programy, on też tam szykuje te programy i tak dalej, nie? To on trzepie sobie tak około 8. Dobra. Czekaj, dawaj nam Flaming Weapons. O, patrz tu. To też zależy ile przypalnie liczbę pracujących. A, no tak. Przecież te setki dostajecie wtedy, nie? Ja też kiedyś jak robiłem w fabryce właśnie, to też te setki, to wszystko, to dużo dawało. Ja wezmę te tarcze i zrobimy tak, że Alistar, jebać ten twój Templar Shield, będziesz miał bonus do obrażeń. Niestety tej skrzyni nie otworzę, nie jestem ukrzykiem. Firebolt. Ogniste bolce. Jako, że ty masz kuszę, to będziesz używał... Dobra. Najwyższe piętro. Czuję, że będzie walka z bossem. Oho, cutscenka, czyli będzie boss. O kurwa. Jaki brzydki. Narodowiec, o kurwa. Cokolwiek nie zrobię, to ważne, by zrobić to ze swojej wolnej woli. A o, to prawda. Dobra. Power, od razu. Je. Dawaj mocno. Bijemy go. Atakujemy. Pol mi wyjebał. O! Złapał mnie! A! Bije mnie! O wolnej woli mi gada! A! Kurwa, zabił mnie! Ale nas masakruje. Ty, jaka masakracja w ogóle, kurwa. Jezu Chryste. Nie spodziewałem się, że to takie pierdolnięcie od niego będzie. Dobra, ale czekaj, dostaję. Weź potkę. Bij go. Dawaj mu silpa. Dobra, bij go. Nie, magii co... Ja pierdolę, jak on klepie. O nie, złapał maga. Jezu, co za walka. Dawaj shield defensa. Szybko potka, precise striking, bij go, lecimy, już prawie leży. Szybko potka. O! Ło, ale wskoczył na niego, patrz! Udzia! Jezu, Alistar, pięknie. Ło! No to było cudowne. Szkoda, że tylko nie ja to zrobiłem. Mam ciekawe podejście do roboty, gdy co słuchałem, mianowicie sobie hehe i tak mi za to zapłacą. No, to jest prawda. To jest najlepsze podejście do roboty. Miej wyjebane. Rób swoje i tyle. Fajna tarcza, ja ją wezmę. Mam nadzieję, w ogóle zapytam, ty grałeś sobie w Dragon Age'a? Tylko w tego fajnego, bo to jest ten fajny Dragon Age. Ja gram w sumie w niego pierwszy raz. Nigdy nie grałem w Dragon Age'a.
Sound the retreat.
Jak to
What about the
odwrót?
king? Should we not?
Do as I command.
Jak to kurwa odwrót? Miałeś zaatakować.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Ty śmieciu zdradziecki, kundlu. Nigdy nie ogrywałem tej serii. No to właśnie teraz tak, żeby skrócić historię, ja jestem synem króla krasnoludów. Mój młodszy braciszek mnie wychujał i zostałem wygnany. Dołączyłem do szarych strażników, czyli tacy, którzy biją z pomiotami ciemności. To są pomioty ciemności, bo to jest typowe uniwersum typu dobro versus zło. I mieliśmy zapalić właśnie sygnał, żeby druga armia zrobiła atak od flanki, ale polecieli w chuja i nas zdradzili. I teraz to jest król i król właśnie dostanie w pierdol. O. Król nie żyje. Plaga wygrała. Dziękuję. Koniec streama. Przegraliśmy. O, ale skoczył. Ale gośka. Patrzcie, jak pięknie używa swojej wolnej woli, żeby zadawać te ciosy tymi nożami. Czy to sztylety. Bo kolka. masakrują nas. Szkoda, że normalnie tak nie skaczą. Na główkę najlepiej, nie? Dobry wieczór w ogóle, pani Gozaurus Kieł. O, Duncan nie żyje też. O, nie żyjemy. Dobra, no to co, koniec. Nie żyjemy, koniec gry. Mam nadzieję, że się podobało. To co, idziemy w co innego, nie? O, jednak żyjemy chyba. O! Oho!
Finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Igor. Dobry wieczór, panie Igorze. Wiecie co? Ciekawi mnie to, bo jesteśmy nadzy i jesteśmy z panią Morrigan, tak zwaną mamusią w pokoju. Co się
You
stało
were
z
injured
kobietami
and then mother
ciemności?
rescued you.
Zostałam
Do you
ranny,
not remember?
a mama mi uratowała. Nie pamiętam. A co z armią? Co z
The
królem?
man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The
Pomioty ciemności
Darkspawn won
wygrały
your battle.
bitwę.
Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking
Panią
it well.
Laską. No, Laska to była robiona, obstawiam. Co się stało ze szarymi strażnikami i
Your
królem?
friend has veered
Wszyscy nie
between
żyją.
denial and grief since mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Mama chce nas zobaczyć, jak się obudzimy. To z
Yes,
moimi
but I expect
wyobrażeniami.
you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing mother could not heal.
Mamcia nas uleczyła swoimi magicznymi rączkami. Co za
He
listarem.
is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Mam
I do
trochę
not mind.
pytań.
Take your time. We are safe for the moment. Mother's
Czy
magic
jesteśmy
keeps the
bezpieczni
Darkspawn
na tę
away.
chwilę?
Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Dlaczego pani mama
I
nas
wonder that
uratowała?
myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she
Nie
could
chcę
reach.
powiedzieć.
I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Jestem szlacheckiej krwi.
Yet now you are a
Królewskiej
surface
krwi.
dwarf. My king's ransom might be a long time coming.
Jak nas
She
uratowała?
turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the
Zmieniła
tower,
się w
one in
ptaka.
each talon. If you do not believe that tale,
czyli
then I
trans.
suggest you ask mother yourself. She may
Czyli
even
jednak
tell you.
są elementy z Velgarda. Jezu, jaka ta gra progresywna.
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Dlaczego
I do
tej
not know
opuścił
who this
nas?
Logain even is.
Nie
Perhaps
wiem,
ask
kim
mother
jest
of it.
nawet. Dobra,
I
zadałem
agree.
wystarczająco pytań.
Tis time you speak with mother, then be on your way.
O, już jestem ubrany. Dobra. No dobrze.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young
Dzień
man.
dobry.
You're alive.
Tak, żyję. A czemu miałbym umrzeć? Jestem
Thought
głównym
you were dead
bohaterem.
for sure. Duncan's dead. The Grey
Banka nie
Wardens,
żyje.
even
Szare
the king,
strażnicy, nawet król.
They're all-
Wszyscy nie żyją.
dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother,
A gdyby nie
we'd be
Morrigan,
dead
to
on
też
top of
byśmy
that tower.
zginęli.
Do not talk about me as if
I
I am
magiczny
not
ptak pani
present,
mamy.
lad.
I didn't mean. But what do we call you? You've never told us your name.
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose
Fiu,
it will do.
niedobrze, no.
Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
To dlaczego nas
We
ocaliłaś?
cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying
Nie
at
wszyscy
once, can
straży-
we?
szare
Someone has
strażnicy
to deal
mogą
with
zginąć
these
od razu.
Darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blights. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why?
No właśnie, dlaczego on nas
Now
zdradził?
that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
Czym jest
It is
arcydemon
said that
dokładnie?
long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient to Winter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface.
Herbatka.
An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Czyli to jest Bóg, okej.
All Grey Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now. Then we have to do something. I won't let their deaths be in vain. But I
Ja
can't do
nic nie
anything
mogę
on
samemu
my own.
zrobić, bla bla bla. Dobra, musimy znaleźć arcydemona.
No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention, I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Al Eamon would never stand for this, surely. I
Czym jest
suppose.
Arlimon?
Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was
Był
Kaelin's
wujkiem
uncle.
Kaelena,
I
tego
know him.
króla.
He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. Of course, the treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an
Czyli
army
musimy
to
zebrać
me.
armię.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Oczywiście, że możemy to zrobić.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. Now that
Gaduję, że nie możesz nam
changed,
bardziej pomóc.
I do have one more thing to
Jedną
offer.
jeszcze rzecz może nam
The stew is
zaoferować.
bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Morrigan z
Such a
nami
shame. What?
będzie
You heard me, girl.
podróżować.
The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives. Pardon me,
Czy to był twój
but I
pomysł
had
od
the
samego
impression
początku?
that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn.
Musimy
They
znaleźć
need you.
Ferrari ten razem.
Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
No i zajebiście, mamy maga.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Nie no, mów co tam
You will
chcesz.
regret
No
saying
nie,
that.
niczego nie będę żałował.
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Alistar, zamknij mordę.
If you worry that I will summon demons and transform into an abomination, I assure you I will at least wait until you are not looking.
I feel better already.
Mam
I
kilka
may have
pytań.
answers. Ask.
Jakie są twoje
I
inne
know a
pytania?
few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Czy potrafisz gotować? Zajebiście.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
O Jezu, Alistar, ty to nie chcesz naprawdę mi tutaj pomóc jako wingman.
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the darkspawn. Conversely,
It's what you will. If you do not.
you won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. It is important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in. They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
Dobra. Powiedz mi o
It's a
tej
small
wiosce.
place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry. And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing. I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other... Beyond that, 'tis
Dobra.
close, and I know...
Nie mam więcej
Farewell,
pytań.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned...
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Ale mama ją zjechała.
Do try to have fun, dear.
Dobra. Ruszamy na podróż. Ratujemy świat, kochani. Lecimy. Lothering. Oho. Denerim.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I
Zjebalibyśmy,
might
gdyby kurwo niejebana nie zdradził.
You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most...
No, bardzo dobrze mówisz. Cisnąć go, śmiecia jebanego. Zdradzieckiego psa.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you.
The Banon will
Nie
not
powiedziałeś na
bow to
pytanie.
you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Uuu. Uuu. Piękny pocisk. Piesio. Piesio! Co jest piesio? Aha! Niezły start. Ojajajajaj. Dobra. Palaj shield defensa. Palaj też. Kurwa, ile ich jest. Morrigan, jakie ty masz spele? Dobra. Zmienić się w pęka. Odpalić nam broń. Okej. Pomóż mi na razie go ubić. W sumie to bij na razie tylko potka. Walnij mu z piorunu. Dobra. Nie jest tak źle. Dobra. Ale stary wpadł. Dobra, ostatni. No nie powiem. Piesio!
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us
Nie
about
nazywaj
now?
tego bestią.
Wonderful.
He's
To jest
not
piesio.
mangy.
No, piesio! Enter a name for the dog. Polski Jaus. Piesio! Już sobie fotę strzelę. Dobra. Kolejny punkcik w siłę. Constitution. Okej. Kolejny punkcik do tankowania. Gitara. Sekundę, kochani. Kolejny level dla Alistara. Damy mu w siłę tylko. To poprawimy. Mamy ci presa i strajki. No i tak się go pozbędę za niedługo z drużyny. Ruszamy dalej. Do Ferelden.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
Czego chcecie?
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Dzień dobry.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
10 sztuk srebra. A ja ci powiem, że ode mnie możesz zostać srebrem między trzecim a czwartym żebrem, jak nas nie puścisz.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Zaraz zapłacisz ty życiem.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a genlock would have understood that. Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules. Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today. And just when we
Wystarczająco.
had things settled.
Musimy niestety was zajebać. Pięknie. Jeden leży. O, ale wszedł piękny stun. Kolejny leży. Super. Jeden na niego. O. Super. Szukasz? Powtóreczka, pięknie.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn gets us all.
Chujnie twoje poddanie się.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
Idziesz do więzienia.
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
Zajebiam cię, no to ja ciebie zajebię.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Właściwie to nie, Kerrigan użyj tego. Polski chaos niech się rzuci. Kerrigan niech znajduje.
As you say.
Weźmiemy co
Shall be
mieli.
done. I shall do it.
Dobra.
Well, there it is. Lothering.
Lothering.
Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
O czym
He's
chciałeś
naval, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first. But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them? There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first. Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Fair
Dobra,
enough.
idziemy.
Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Jeszcze słuchać nie tego waszego pierdolenia. Dzień dobry.
Terrible for Queen and Nora. that
Stop
the
looking
young
at me,
king's
mongrel. I have nothing you want.
Dobra, oni chyba tu nic nie powiedzą.
Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted?
Nie bądź niemiła dla osa.
I enjoy company.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
Lothering jest stracona.
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't
Ale
enough
ma
food to
zajebisty
go around,
pancerz.
and we Templars can barely keep order. You'll be better off elsewhere, my friend. I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense. The
Czy
band
ktoś
has
tutaj
marched
dowodzi?
north with Tern Logain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir
Stars
Bryant in the
Miriam.
Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
Sir Bryant.
Blast and damnation. Indeed. Ah, look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth.
A few
Sad
knights
to
have come
watch
through
how
here
hopelessly
searching
they
for some
scurry
holy
about.
artifact.
Tu się nic nie dowiem. Tablica.
Back off. I
Oh.
have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
Co się
It's
tu
so
dzieje?
nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Tajni? Tajni? O, bo co, rasizm kurwa, bo jestem krasnoludem, o ty śmieciu.
I'm not the only one with some business sense.
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
No co,
Look,
handlarz.
stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Maker's breath. Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Fine, yes, just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be
On się dzieje z
impressed.
głową.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Are you here to make my headache, or do you actually want to buy
Właściwie to
something?
chciałem zobaczyć, co masz na sprzedaż.
It isn't much, but take a look if you want.
Trochę chcę posprzedawać tej broni, no nie powiem, że nie. Co ty masz? Słabo. No nic nie ma zbytnio ciekawego. No ale ja sobie mogę zarobić. A to pójdzie dla Morrigan. Blood Dragon Plate. No to nie, to jest coś fajnego, to sobie zostawimy. To też sprzedamy, to też sprzedamy. Dobra. Teraz tak, Morrigan. Tutaj takie fajne budki mam dla ciebie. To co masz jest lepsze. Dobra.
The chanters are still operating.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Bandyci, bandyci, wszędzie bandyci. Możemy to zrobić. A tutaj co się dzieje?
Legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Jest
Please,
za
you're scaring the
latencjusz.
children. Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see the vile blackness that fills him?
Be my guest. I've no urge to try out that axe of his.
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. Darkness swallowed the marshes whole.
Jezu, jaki
This minion
panikak
is
się
but
je.
the first of those who will destroy us. My family, my clan.
Co ci się
Those
stało,
creatures
biedaczku?
butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the darkspawn.
Nie bądź głup,
No,
idiotą.
I have seen them. You cannot run. You cannot fight. There is nothing to do. No hope is left. Are you calling me a coward?
Tak.
I am shamed. But the
Nazywam cię
monsters will
tchórzem.
take you all. The blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he?
Oczywiście, że jest dla nas nadzieja.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim. Your king is dead. There is no hope.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
It has begun.
Dobra. Ser Mar.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left. So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. I know it's not something many dwarves do, but if you wish to offer devotion to the Maker, you may enter. The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here. Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that. Not since Tairn Logain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Maker watch over you.
No nie jest tak źle.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Sir Brian?
Yes? Who might you be?
Jestem szarym stroniem Duranem.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tairn Logain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
Tak, wiem o tym.
And set a bounty on any who survived. I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tairn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case. I cannot openly help you, I fear, but here, take this key.
Klucz jakiś dostaliśmy.
It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need. They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I'm needed. Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important, certainly. Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Teon Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster. None that we know of. Teon Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donal, is here searching for fantasies while... never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness. Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off? All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service? I wish I could afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need. Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Dobra. Sir Donal.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donal? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Teon Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Powiedz mi więcej o tej urnie z
Contains
prochami.
the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Nie.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Nie ma za co.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance.
Okej, potki. Tutaj są templariusze. Mamusia.
Will you be making a donation to the chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? Thank you, my son.
Masz ten
What can I
hajs.
do for you then? A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Teon Loghain
Tak, wiem o
declared the
tym
Grey
i gówno mnie
Wardens
to
to be
obchodzi.
outlaws. Teon Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else? For a Grey Warden? Yes, you have a difficult road to walk, don't you? In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over his path, O Maker. Give him light in darkness. So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else, I cannot help you without risking the safety. Now, may the
Dobra,
Maker...
jest bezużyteczna.
Spreads across all four corners of the world. Let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our...
I'm sorry, but I must prepare the
Mother says we have to run before we leave.
There's very little
Dobra,
time.
tutaj więcej nie zdobędę nic. Idziemy dalej. Dobra, tutaj.
Very well.
Nic nowego.
And Andraste came unto them, saying, though the danger great.
Have you seen my mother?
Widziałem twoją mamę.
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been
Czeka
waiting
na
and
mamę.
waiting, and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So, you're a dwarf, aren't
Tak,
you?
jestem krasnoludem.
Father says dwarves are really greedy.
Tata mówi, że wszystkie krasnoludy są
Thank you
chciwe.
for helping me.
Nie ma za co, młody. Dobra, może znajdziemy
You
tę jego
ate my
matkę.
entire bag of herbs, you foolish dog. Do not think I am unaware of where it went.
Będę
It's
piesił.
your own fault for being so entirely gluttonous. Several of those herbs were poisonous. You should be pleased they did not kill you. Do not be ridiculous. I am certainly not going to give you more, even if I did have more to give.
Biedny
You
piesio.
have some nerve, creature, and your breath leaves much to be desired. Off you go.
Nie bądź się miło dla
see.
piesio.
I promise nothing.
Wiem, że to chaos, no ale...
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps. I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Kłaścik.
I want to go home.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest?
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened
Forest
would
failed
never
to protect
stoop to
us.
petty
Our
theft.
gods deserted
The
us.
Marshfolk are
There's
all
no
thieves
protection
and
here
liars.
either.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
You do not seem a refugee. We
In the
are not
wilds
lonely.
we're eaten. Here we starve. Is there no end to our sport?
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace.
A ty kim jesteś?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari. Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Zgadzam się.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Sten. Pójdziemy, porozmawiamy z Wielką Matką na temat Stena.
It has begun.
Yes? What can I do for you now? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker.
Co
He
zrobił?
butchered an entire farmhold. Only one... The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded, and the bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He confessed quite readily, but would give no... Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. That seems highly unlikely. Do you have any sort of papers to corroborate your... A Grey Warden? Oh dear, I will have to ask you to leave before you bring trouble on our heads.
Now we threaten
Whoa, whoa! Let's...
What is the meaning of this?
Your Reverence, please. We are on an important mission. Let us...
I see. And if not...
No, Your Reverence.
I have more important matters to concern me. Here.
No, dziękuję. A wy tam dupą straliście. Wyjebany na ciebie, Alistair, i tak ciebie zaraz wywalam z tej drużyny. Niepotrzebne mi mięczaki.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there.
You wish something more of me. I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to... Are you asking if I feel guilt? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now. Whether you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrendered. I waited for several days until the knights arrived. because I wished to. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of 20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week compared to your kind, maybe.
A penitent man.
You wish something more of me? I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. Perhaps we have different ideas of freedom. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Atonement?
And I will find it myself. May we proceed?
Dobra, wypierdalaj.
Yes.
Dawaj mi Stena. Dobra, chodź Sten. Kupimy ci broń. Nie jest pan handlarz.
Are you here to make my head ache, or do you actually... It isn't much, but take a look at...
Jakie ty masz statystyki? Sten. Dwadzieścia 8 siły. To kurde, Sten jest silny,
Are you here to
chłopaczek.
make my head ache, or do you act... It is...
Jedenaście. 53. Kupimy. No, ale pancerz to już musimy ci taki kupić. Dobra. Idziemy Sten.
It has begun.
Lecimy dalej. Fiu, fiu. Morion przypierdol mu. Ja użyję. Dobra, przed stun. Super stun. Pięknie. Na tego pana użyjemy szybko. Pięknie. Morion, pozbądź się go. uleczę. Piesio dalej leci za nim. Albo nie. Morrigan. Stanby tutaj. A piesio niech leci za nim. Jezu, to jest zajebisty. Dosłownie masakracja. Jesteś cudowny.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Powiedz mi więcej o swoich ludziach. A.
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of the elves are. I am. Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than the Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world. Compared to what? What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting. What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty. No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me as you wish.
Stan mnie nie lubi.
What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what... I am here Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. If I wanted to leave, then I would go.
Kurwa, Jezu. Człowiek chce z nimi pogadać, i ci się na ciebie obrażają.
What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. I am... Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do... Then I assume I'll do...
No tutaj też mnie zjebała. Ajajaj, ciężko, ciężko. Pajączki. Dużo pajączków. Dobra. Pajączki porobione. Trochę expa też wpadło. Lecimy dalej. Niestety dezorientacja nie wpadła. Patrz na stum. Dobra.
Yes.
Bardzo mocno ma te spele. Bandyci leżą.
Very well.
Ten mental resistance, to ja sobie wezmę na pewno. Na pewno to założę. W sumie to założę cały ten zestaw. Ten dostaniesz. Ten już jest... No, będziesz miał mniejszy armor penetration, ale w sumie uważam, że będzie się opłacać. Dostaniesz budki. I dostaniesz pancerz krasnoludzki. Lecimy dalej. Może być ciężko. Dobra. Użyj bolta. Ty to wyłącz. Ty chaos. Wracaj nam pomóc. Leczę. Szybkie lecenie się. Leczy. Jak idzie Stunowi. Czy możesz go wesprzeć? Użyj na nim horroru. Dobra. Stanować się, ja też. Dobra. A, ostatnio tutaj. Teraz. Dobra. Porobieni.
As you say.
Pozbierać co z nich było.
It has begun.
Pozbieramy sobie roślinki.
Shall be done.
Niech ktoś nam pomoże. Chaos szybko. Chaos. Pięknie. Następnie na Hurloka Lightning. Pięknie. Dobra, Hurlok nie żyje. Teraz Genlock. Sten. Ja chciałbym, żebyś tego Genlocka. Ja Shield Defense. Shield Panel. Dobra, stąd wszedł. Super. Użyj Lightning. Pięknie. Sten, masz. Hammer Strike. Ulecz się. Lightning Bolt idzie na... O! Pięknie. Wszedło. Wręcz cudownie. O! Super. Ja użyję szybka. O,
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend.
nie ma za co.
You want a reward, eh? I suppose that's an entirely reasonable request. How does 100 silver sound? I was going to use that to fix up the cart, but quite frankly, I'll be grateful enough that my son and I come out of this with...
Zostaw pieniądze.
Then I suppose we're doubly fortunate, aren't we? The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandor. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Wardens? No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, Dan.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get... We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
Hello. Hello.
Dobra, dawaj to. Idziemy odebrać nagrodę za questa. No, już prawie 22, to na dzisiaj starczy. Czyszczyliśmy chyba całą tę strefę. Dobra. Zapisujemy. Koniec.